Well, all right there. Back to working on the Crown Vic here. The leather couch and the new carpet install. Pulled the seats out to do the carpeting. I fixed that seat bolt hole on the passenger side, so that's good to go. And when I opened it up, I had noticed this here's the plug that goes into the seat, and these 4 perimeter wires there, the grays and blacks that are pretty heavy duty, are actually the seat back motor connections. So if you remember last week when we converted it to power seats on this side, the 6-way on the bottom works, front, back, up and down in the back and up and down in the front, but the angle didn't work. But that is those wires, and I cut the plug out of the harness out of the donor car, and I cut the wires from that plug, the plug from this car, which in this one they don't go anywhere. And since the mate to this plug is under the seat, I just spliced those 4 wires on there and checked it out, and now it all works. So hooray. The next thing we got to do is we have the carpet out there. It's sitting in the back of the truck, getting nice and warm by the sun. So that way it'll be nice and pliable when we stick it in. But you got to test fit it. It's not, it doesn't have any holes in it or anything yet. So we got to make holes for 4 seat bolts on that side, 4 seat bolts on that side. Make a hole for the wiring harness to come through on either side. Make a hole for this vent on either side to work. And make a seatbelt hole right there. I don't think we got to make any other holes. So we'll get to that and see how it goes. Okay, we got it pretty much fitted. We've got all the holes cut out. Hole for the wiring harness on each side. It looks like all the extra length is in the front, because that I had to ball up the front just to get this to fit in here, and the back is all fitted nice. I just gotta pull this stuff all up and get the carpet tucked under it, and that'll be buttoned up. And I gotta do some slicing and dicing in the front there though. All right, well, we got the carpet in. It's far from perfect, but it's in there. As you can see, we missed on the seat holes a couple of times, but the seat should hide that pretty good. Took out the upper back seat and vacuumed it all up. I think the first thing I'm going to do, got the side panels all on with the seat belt retainer and everything on both sides here. So that's all done. Seat belt's all back in. I'm probably going to I'll clean up the leather back top part and stick that in there, and then we'll put the seats in and see if everything still works. But yeah, this should quiet the car down a bit, because this has got a nice rubber mat on the back of it, plus the jute padding, and it should also keep the heat out a little bit better. It's been hot down here lately, and the other day I was driving home from work and I had the AC on, and I was wondering whether the AC was working well enough or not, and then I realized I picked something up off the passenger side floor when I got home, and it was hot. So yeah, the heat radiating off the road, plus the exhaust system and the engine heat, you know, it's yeah, this acts as a barrier to that. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so we have our carpet all in. We got our seats all back in. And it looks very good. Now the car is a good bit quieter than it used to be with no rubber pad or anything in there. It looks pretty good. One thing to be careful of, you do have to cut these carpets to fit a little bit. And right here I got a little bit overzealous with my cutting. But luckily I had a bigger piece to stick in behind it there. But still, that's not ideal. So be careful if you're doing this. And I got the back seats cleaned up and stuck in here. Let's see, this has the armrest, and still need to do a little cleaning in there. There was what looked like a sticky coffee spill in here, and I had these pads out and cleaned them all up. And there's still some stuck on the side there. There's a little bit on this seat. Not sure what it is. Probably have to do a better cleaning of the seats. A couple small punctures, which don't really affect anything, but overall it looks really good. So I splurged and spent the extra $89 on a set of mats. They've got nice cleats on the back, so they'll stay in place once you throw them in there. Got all this from Auto Custom Carpets Incorporated, made in the USA. All right, the mats are all in there now. That's all done. We got kind of a bonus out of connecting up this seat back switch, which now works perfectly. Seat goes up, seat goes down, and naturally the 6-way works, but those 4 wires I connected must have been part of the lumbar too, because that now seems to work. Well, works in one direction. I wonder if it goes around. Oh, it's an airbag, so it just deflates when you push the back button. Got it. Okay, so one power seat fully functioning, one former power seat converted to manual, fully functioning, no airbag side impacts in the leather seats, and the airbag system is okay with that now. No airbag light comes on. The only thing left to do, and this will probably be next weekend or something, is the rear door panels. This is a P71, so no locks, no window operation in the back, and it used to have a prisoner partition in it. And if the connectors and everything and the rod for the lock are still there, once we pull the door panel off, we should be able to reinvigorate that stuff. All right, so that'll do it for this weekend.